What's up, guys? Napoleon here. It's like 9 p.m. I'm gonna go to sleep soon, but I just had to make a rant. I had to make a rant real quick. I had to spit some facts. I really did. Straight up facts, no fiction here. Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, I honestly think is one of the greatest shows of all time. I'm not even kidding this. It goes beyond anime. It's just a fantastic show. If anyone asks me, Napoleon, in your infinite wisdom, what's the one show you would recommend? I always tell them Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, I first saw this back in 2020, back when I was a misguided youth. I wasn't really as smart as I was here, as I am now, sorry. And a lot of stuff flew over my head. I didn't have a very clear understanding of the plot. Upon rewatching it here in 2023, I can safely confirm, oh my goodness, this show is a banger. Everyone sleeps on Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Now, I've seen the first Full Metal Alchemist. It's pretty good. Not bad. The ending was a little bit confusing. The Nazis were in it. What is this? JoJo Part 2? Just crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. But I really like Brotherhood, man. It's longer. There's more characters. There's more development. There's more screen time. Well, I think my cat's meowing. It's past his bedtime. But I just have to go on a rant here. The combat is absolutely fantastic. There's no filler episodes, which I am a big fan of. Always a big fan of no filler episodes. And a lot of the characters you meet in these episodes are reoccurring characters. They come back and they have significant impacts with the overall story and plot. And they come back in a lot of future episodes when you first meet them. Just overall great stuff. Another thing I like is that the fights don't drag out. I feel like you watch an episode of Naruto, or even Shippuden, like, they spend like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They spend a lot of episodes on just one fight. And look, that's all cool and stuff, but 3 episodes on one fight, that's an hour. That's an hour of fight time. And most of the time it's just monologue or some dumb bullshit like that. Like, oh no, you've activated my trap for the 18th time. Oh geez, he escaped out of my trap for the 18th time. Like Daidara versus Gaara. That shit was like 9 episodes. Oh my god, and it was boring after the second one. Just really mediocre. But you never get that with Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. They always have that shit wrapped up in 3 minutes, 3 minutes or less. And the fights are just so good because you see these people with, alchemy, doing shit. They got guns, absolutely crazy stuff. And every character, their combat is so different from another one. So it's really nice seeing these different kind of combat techniques 1v1ing. It's awesome. Gonna go into some spoilers here. You have been warned. Sorry. You see a character like Lust, who has been a prominent threat in the series up until this point, killed off a lot of characters and has been established as a major threat. You see Lust get into a conflict with Roy Mustang, the GOAT. He straight up annihilates her, fucking sets her on fire twice, 3 times, like a billion times, kills her, and it's just an overall great sequence, which brings me to my second point. Oh my goodness, the music. It makes me wet. The music is just absolutely fantastic. I don't know what they were cooking. I don't know what they were smoking while they were cooking this, but oh my god, they probably poured like 90% of the budget into this. Just absolutely beautiful stuff that they're crafting. Goes perfectly with the moods that are trying to be established by the show. And the music is just like hand in hand, punching you in the face with these tunes. I have not felt an out of place song at all in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. The openings are bangers, the endings are bangers. They got cool little animations. I love it. I am an absolute sucker for stuff like that. Which brings me to my third point. Well, it doesn't really bring me to my third point. Oh my goodness, the foreshadowing, the villains are fantastic. The villains take the form of homunculus. And no, I'm not talking about that weird Russian guy who put his sperm in an egg. I mean like people homunculus, like actual people. So they're pretty much the main villains. They're the orchestrators behind all the problems in Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. They've been stirring the pot of trouble. And I'm not going to go into like massive spoilers because it is pretty hard to explain in a short video like this. But the way that they establish these characters, they take after each kind of cardinal sin: greed, gluttony, lust, greed, envy. That's all I can name off of memory here, but they've been established as prominent threats, as I said before. They've established themselves to be extremely powerful with extreme regenerative abilities, and just overall great villains. Their monologue is perfect. Another thing I like about Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, oh my god, the dub is perfect. Now a lot of animes, they have really shitty dubs. I'm just gonna go out and say it. Voice acting sometimes sucks in shows. Let me play an example.
Answer me. Who are you?
It's Big Green!
Let that child alone. I have never taken orders from anyone.
Yeah, that voice acting was some stinky ass, but you never get that with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Every line, the actor was probably in the anime. You would have to believe that, because the voice acting is just that good. Absolutely breathtaking. Absolutely fantastic, man. I just can't get enough of it. Sometimes I have to stop myself and remember this is a TV show and there are voice actors, but as I said before, a lot of the budget probably went into the voice acting because it's absolutely fantastic. It's probably one of my favorite dubs when it comes to anime, just in general. Now, I don't watch a lot of anime. The last show I saw before Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood was Demon Slayer back in 2021. Yeah, around 2021. Yeah, I remember. It was right at the beginning of 2021 when it actually, like, the anime released. And I'm gonna be honest, I thought it was boring. I thought that shit was so mid. I'm gonna be completely honest. I thought it was mid, and I was absolutely right. I waited for more episodes to come out. It was really boring. Didn't watch it. Well, I did watch it. That's how I know it was boring. Christ. But you just don't get that with Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It's just straight fire all the time. All the time for, like, no reason. And another thing I like, they always leave the episodes on a plot point. You can never watch 1 or 2 episodes. You always gotta watch 4 or 5 or 6. Because they set things up. You're like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? They hit you with a cliffhanger, but like, times 10. Because there's always a bunch of moving parts. So at the end of an episode, you're like, wait a minute. So this question that's been answered, it's like a giant puzzle, and every episode is a little piece of the puzzle. And you're putting it together as you're watching the show. So at the end of the episode, you're like, hold on, wait a minute, that goes here. But then they left it on a cliffhanger. Fuck, I gotta finish the puzzle. Shit, what happens next? And it's just been extremely, extremely hard to stop watching. I was actually gonna play Yakuza 3 today, and I spent like 4 hours watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, man. Because I just can't stop. It's impossible. They knew what they were doing. They put cocaine inside of the show to silently put in, like, to dispel through the pixels to get you addicted on Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. It is a great show, and I'm glad I'm addicted to it. Absolutely fantastic. Which brings me to my last and final point. The choreography of the fights is second to none. Now, you all thought Naruto had some great hand-to-hand combat. You guys thought DBZ had some good hand-to-hand combat. But that shit is nothing compared to Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood. Absolutely mind-blowing. You got flips. You got transmutations. And it's just so cool, man. I honestly, I can't explain what goes on in half of the fight scenes. They're just that cool. But I think this video has gone on 8 minutes longer than it needs to be. I highly recommend that you guys go watch the show. In the meantime, I'm gonna get some sleep. My name is Napoleon, believe it or not. If you like the video, subscribe, hit the like button, hit the dislike button, leave a comment. Do you like Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood? What's your favorite show? And who knows, maybe I'll see you later. Goodbye.